Today I want to share a trick that I have and a little reminder to actually start paying attention to your breath if you don't do already. Because I remember I've been on this Vipassana retreat, which is a 10-day silent retreat. I went there when I was in New Zealand a couple of years ago backpacking, and I was quite curious about meditation, but I hadn't practiced it consistently. I had just used, an app, Headspace, to try to get to know it, and it was nice to sit down and just breathe sometimes, but I didn't really feel any change or any benefits from it more than that it was just nice to sit down. But after I went on this retreat, it was a lot of focus on meditation. We meditated for many hours every day. And when I got out from there, 10 days later, and got access to my phone again and started to talk again because we were silent for 10 days, something that struck me was how much more shallow I needed to breathe to keep talking in the pace that I did before the retreat. So for example, now when I'm talking, I'm talking quite fast, which means that I don't have so much time to breathe between my words or between the sentences. If I was about to talk in the pace that I did after the retreat, when I felt very peaceful and very grounded, I would talk in this pace. And that was the first time when I really started to pay attention to my breath. And after that, I started to notice that when my breath got more shallow, that was often a sign that I was stressed or tense in some way. And that was I could notice it especially much if I tried to, take a really deep breath. And I noticed that it didn't really come down all the way to my stomach. It stopped somewhere here. And right now I'm sitting in a position so that my stomach is a little bit squeezed. So I think that's why I can't really breathe into my stomach fully. But I was just curious, do you often notice your breath? Do you notice any change when you are stressed? Do you feel like you can breathe deeply when you want to? Or do you also notice this difference? Because I think that it's a really good way to just check in with yourself, see where you're at. And if you can't really breathe deeply, I at least try to sit down, not even setting a timer sometimes, and just calm myself until I can and feel, until I feel relaxed again. Yeah, that was the thought of the day. Share your experience below and tell me, do you notice that you're stressed by your breath, or is it by any other sign? And until tomorrow, when I publish the next video, you take care. Have a nice evening if it's evening for you, or morning if it's morning, and I'll see you. Bye!